So, you guys, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that gumbo is what made me sick. I told you all I called the health department. It says, "Good morning, Erica. This is Justin with the Houston Health Department. I was calling to give you an update on the complaint filed against Mama Tina's Gumbo at the rodeo. In short, the temporary establishment was closed due to inaccuracy between their permit application and the actual food preparation."
Louisiana has some of the best food in America when it comes to culinary cuisine and how foods are made. So it is to my shock to find out that Miss Tina, whose family is from Louisiana, has a gumbo food truck that no one likes.
Oh my God. This tastes like water. That's what it tastes like, the noodle juice. It is bad.
Now, we all heard people saying Mama Tina's gumbo wasn't really hitting like that. But what nobody expected was the health department felt the exact same way. After all the hype and mixed reviews around Tina's Gumbo at Houston Rodeo Drive, the stand ended up getting shut down for violating multiple regulations. But Tina, she's not about to let this slide without saying something. And now, out of everyone, she's pointing fingers at Beyoncé for not backing her up when all the criticism started going crazy. Girl, whether you like it or not, there's no way you didn't hear about Mama Tina selling gumbo. At this point, she might have been the most talked about spot at Houston Rodeo Drive with how viral everything got. So the whole situation really kicked off when Mama Tina decided to start selling her own gumbo. And people were lining up around the block just to see what the hype was about. A big reason for that? Well, she's Beyoncé's mom, obviously, and somehow folks really believed tasting that gumbo would give them a little Beyoncé experience. But here's the thing. Tina Knowles had been low-key building hype around her gumbo for years without even selling it. And when it finally dropped, people expected something legendary.
This is good. Good eating.
In the category of really tough gigs, Sunday brunch with Beyoncé would definitely not qualify.
Do you like spicy food?
I do. I love spicy food. Yeah.
I tried to make it not as spicy because I wasn't sure.
You thought I might be a wimp?
Beyoncé's mom sure tickled my taste buds with her authentic Creole cuisine.
Soul food.
Yeah.
And when I was down south for a down-home chat with the Knowles family, I found out for them, life's not only spicy, it's pretty sweet.
It was so fun. You know, it was a full circle moment for me because my kids grew up eating all this crazy junk food and fried Snickers and turkey legs and I never thought I'd be there with the food booth. And so I've just enjoyed talking to the people, walking around eating all this junk and seeing all the animals, and it just brought home back, you know, so it's fun.
They've been hyping it up as Tina's real, authentic Louisiana recipe. And she even went as far as saying this is the one thing she knows how to cook perfectly. But almost immediately after it dropped, issues started coming up. At first, Tina was bragging about all the work she put into that gumbo, saying it takes anywhere from 16 to 18 hours just to cook it right. And honestly, that might be where things started going left, because people quickly began questioning her story, child.
Okay, Mama Tina, it's good, it's good.
I can't wait to try it.
So I'm so excited for Mama Tina's Gumbo.
Every year, the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo introduces new foods to tantalize our taste buds. This year, it is the debut of Mama Tina's Gumbo. We are excited to try it, and we hope you will be too. And right now, we have Miss Tina Knowles here to talk to us about this. Hey, Miss Tina.
Hi.
Okay, so tell us, what is in this famous gumbo?
Well, we have two types. One is chicken and sausage, and the other is seafood. That's the deluxe. That's my favorite. The gumbo is so flavorful. It is cooked for 16, 18 hours, just simmered to perfection. We haven't had one person not to say that it was delicious.
That there was something in the gumbo when she told you it would take her 16 to 20 hours to make. What meal besides barbecue takes that long to make? And that's if you're doing like competition barbecue where you're like smoking brisket and you're really trying to get tender meat. No stew or no soup on this planet takes over 16 hours to make. That was her telling you that this shit.
The internet quickly started saying it doesn't take that long to make gumbo, especially not one loaded with seafood, because if it's really cooking that long, then the seafood is going to turn rubbery, lose its texture, and the whole flavor is going to be off. And let's be real, if food is sitting there for that many hours, there's no way it's not going bad before it even gets served. Some people were even saying selling gumbo in hot weather is basically asking for people to get sick after eating it. Then, as if it was supposed to make things better, Tina came out and said she didn't even cook the gumbo herself, she just added her own little tips and tricks. Wait, what do you mean it's your gumbo, but you're not the one actually cooking it? And that's when people really started side-eyeing the whole situation. Folks were already lining up for what they started calling a mystery brew, and there was no way it was all going to go smoothly. And right on cue, problems started popping up. Mama Tina's gumbo started getting hit with bad reviews everywhere. And the few positive comments people saw, most were saying it felt more like PR or promotion, and honestly, it was getting hard to believe any of it.
Oh my God. This tastes like water that they added some. You know the seasoning for noodles? That's what it tastes like, the noodle juice. It is bad. Oh Lord, please, I can't. All right, I gotta go.
It stink. It smell like burnt fish stuff. Like burnt fish stuff with gravy.
Too, but the smell is
I can't even go through.
People started saying the reason y'all feeling sick is because nobody really knows what she put in that gumbo. And some folks even took it further, talking about how whatever hits your stomach ain't going away anytime soon. Like, if you're feeling it now, you might be dealing with that for weeks. And what's wild is, y'all really ran out there and bought that gumbo just because Tina Knowles' name was attached to it. But instead of stepping up and taking responsibility, Tina reportedly started pointing fingers at the person who alerted the health department. And then she did something that even the Beehive couldn't defend. She started dragging Beyoncé into the situation, blaming her fans for all the backlash and criticism her food stand was getting. Now, one of the biggest selling points of Mama Tina's gumbo was that this was the same recipe Beyoncé and Solange grew up eating. And for a while, that alone was enough to keep people showing up. Until it wasn't. Because this wasn't just a small thing for Tina. She was planning to turn this into a full restaurant, maybe even build it into a whole franchise. But once people started speaking out, she somehow expected Beyoncé to step in and fix everything, whether that meant having someone handle it behind the scenes or letting her team speak out publicly. She even wanted Beyoncé to promote it for free. But let's be real, Beyoncé doesn't move like that. She's known for staying silent and never directly addressing drama. Whenever her name gets pulled into something, she usually lets someone else do the talking for her. Most of the time, it's her mom, but sometimes it's people close to her, like Kelly Rowland or someone from her inner circle. Now that Tina is dealing with her own situation, there's really no one left to step in and save it. Even though the stand has reopened, Tina is trying to spin the story like it was just a routine health check. But the damage, that's already done. Because now the place is sitting there with barely any customers, and people can't stop talking about how crazy it is to spend money on a billionaire's mom's food that might not even taste good and could actually make you sick. At this point, Mama Tina might need to shut it all down, because nobody's really hearing anything positive about that gumbo anymore. People are straight up embarrassed watching others go out of their way just to support a celebrity's mom like that. Some are even saying, don't touch it at all. And others are calling out the recipe itself, like mixing things that shouldn't even go together. But now I gotta ask you, have you tried Mama Tina's gumbo? If you have, drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.